Hey YouTube, how's it going? Mark here with another fragrance review. This time let's take a look at the house of Lancome. This one, highly requested from you guys, of course, Hypnose Homme. So let's take a look at the presentation, the bottle, and the box. Now this bottle, very unique. I'm just going to take my fingers out of the way. Very nice bottle. It basically looks like somebody took a plain bottle and just twisted it and went, alright, there you go. Now the top is actually a fairly big plastic top. It says Hypnose Homme on it. Sprayer, I got to talk about the sprayer a little bit. Mine is not consistent, guys. It gives me sometimes less than desired, sometimes more than desired. So it's not consistent, and sometimes I have to alter my how many sprays in where just because it didn't give me enough juice or it gave me too much juice in one area. So I don't know. This is my first bottle of Hypnose, so comment below if you own this bottle and you've had problems with the sprayer. If not, great. Your code's going to be at the bottom where the sticker is. So let's put this guy right here. The box is actually a fairly big box, and you got tons of information on here, but your code is actually at the bottom right here. So let's put this guy right here. Now bottle sizes, guys, 1.7 and the 2.5 right here. So they kind of gypped us on the bigger bottle. Usually it's a 3.4 ounce. This one's only a 2.5. Pricing $30 to $60 American. Now this one hit the shelves in 2007, and of course it made my top 10 most complimented of all time list by making the number 9 slot. Now group, this is an aromatic oriental fougère Parfumier's Maurice Roussel Thierry Wasser. Recommended age 25 and up. Not saying anybody younger than 25 can't wear this, but I think this is great for an older gentleman. But a guy my age also can wear this, so the sweetness in it, perfect for almost any age, to be honest with you guys. Now how many sprays and wear? Like I said earlier, the sprayer kind of ruins it for me, but I go one on the chest, then I go one on the back of the neck right here, and one on each arm. And of course the sprayer is working great now when I'm doing the review. But either way, 4 sprays, perfect for me. Now let's take a look at the notes. The top notes, we got actually some very fresh accords here. Bergamot, mandarin orange, cardamom, and mint. In the mid we got a huge dose of lavender, you'll see. And in the base we got patchouli, musk, and amber. And you'll definitely see those base notes in this fragrance. Now flankers, this one actually has a couple buddies. We got an Eau Fraiche edition, and then we got a Cologne edition. So if you definitely like this one, perhaps take a look at the Eau Fraiche or the Cologne edition. Now this fragrance is a lavender based fragrance. Now lavender is pretty common now in men's fragrances, so most people will know if they actually dislike lavender or love lavender even before smelling this one. And then if you do, that would probably make your decision on Hypnose, because there's a huge dose of lavender in this. When I think of lavender, it always comes up as smelling like almost a cheap fabric softener. And to my surprise, Lancome and of course the duo of Wasser and Roussel did put in some high quality ingredients in this to really offset that fabric softener smell. The lavender was actually well done in this one. It didn't really bother me as much as it does in other fragrances. Now, Maurice Roussel, I'm going to take a couple quotes from him because he did quote a few things on Hypnose. His first quote, he said it's both modern and a classic fragrance. He's right on the dot with that one. Took the words right out of my mouth. I really think this is a classic fragrance for the times, and it's very much modern. It'll work these days. Now he also said the idea was to have something watery on top and fiery in the dry down. I can certainly agree on what he's trying to say there. Definitely almost like an invigorating hit right when you put it on, and then it almost dries down to almost a spicy, very nice dry down. So what does this smell like? Now the top notes, we have some citrus here. I can detect the citrus. There's definitely some cooling mint in here. The mint almost went from fresh mint to an herbal mint. And it was really strange. Like I was going to say, which mint is this? But I think it's a little bit of both in here. Now there is some spice all sitting on the main note of lavender. Now it really does not stay refreshing for long. It really quickly changes to an aromatic, woody, almost animalistic, warming fragrance. Now in the mid, the lavender's your main man right here. Comes out with some earthy patch that makes this really much darker, with some sweetness from the amber, with the cardamom, the patch, the amber. It really darkens this fragrance in a hurry. And of course at the end we almost have, in the base we have a creamy amber base, which is tied with the patchouli and the musk, and then basically this ends in a musky ending. So this fragrance is basically very well blended. I really enjoyed the spice and the sweetness in this fragrance. It was really well done, and they both came head to head and did a very good job. Of course the floral, the lavender was well done in this one. And this is one of my underrated fragrances, and it's one of my secret weapons. I had to unleash it one day to let you guys know about this fragrance. Don't worry, I got a few more secret weapons stashed away that you guys don't know about, so no biggie here. Now, this fragrance, I'm going to tell you guys right now, it has a seductive matter to it. Now, when I say seductive, think Armani Code, think La Nuit de l'Homme, think Dior Homme Intense, even Musc Ravageur. This one is in that same ballpark, guys. So if you have one of those fragrances, this one might not be something that you want to be interested in purchasing because you already have that type of fragrance, but definitely in that ballpark. Now, why would you hate this fragrance, guys? Most of the time, the sweetness really bothers a lot of people. Sweetness does that. If a fragrance has a little bit of sweetness, sometimes it just hits your nose and you just can't take it. And the linear lavender balm, this fragrance doesn't have much as far as changing from the top right to the base. So it is very much a linear fragrance, and the lavender balm might be a little too much for you. One word to describe this fragrance, I think what made this for me was sensual. This is a sensual fragrance. Bottles. If you own Le Male by Jean-Paul Gaultier, Lolita Olympico Masculin, of course without the licorice, I think if you put those two together, just take a look at the note breakdown on Le Male and the note breakdown of this guy. You're going to see a lot of notes that are the same. And Lolita Olympica, it's definitely those two mesh together in this fragrance. And of course, the best time to wear this fragrance, I think, is evening time. This is an evening time fragrance. But you can also wear this at work. Even though it's seductive, I'd wear it at work, especially if you want to hit on the secretary at work. Now, compliment factor, this guy is excellent. It made my top 10 list for a reason. The women that like this are going to stick to you like glue. No joke. Stick like glue, guys. They're going to be there. They're going to love it. My 2 cents on this fragrance, well, I enjoy this one. If I didn't have Le Male in my life, let's say Le Male did not exist, this probably would be my Le Male. It's not exactly the same. It definitely has some differences. But it's definitely a great, versatile fragrance. I think this is an all-season fragrance for evening time. I'd wear it every single season. I can wear this during the day at work, all over the place. Hypnose, well done. It's one of those oriental fougère fragrances that can be worn all season long. You don't have to wear it just in the winter, in the fall, or just in the spring. I think it's all over the place. So, guys, that's my 2 cents on Hypnose Homme. Let's finish it off with buy, try, or pass. What do you think? I'm going to go with a buy with this one. I really think that this is well done. And if you're going to like this, you're going to love this. And you're going to keep this in your wardrobe for a very long time. So Hypnose Homme gets a thumbs up from me. Let's get to the rating system and see how Hypnose Homme gets. Does it get a perfect 10? Let's go check it out.
Alright guys, let's rate Hypnose Projection. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. It gives you a good scent cloud for 3 to 4 hours, but after that it gives you a very small scent cloud as long as it lasts. So very good. It doesn't just stick to your skin, it just gives you a small scent cloud. I enjoyed that from this one. Longevity, I'm going to give this one 9 bottles out of 10. Reason why it gives me more than I want, 8 to 10 hours longevity. Versatility, I'm going to give it also a 9 out of 10. Huge versatility. Almost all season, day, night. Go for it. Overall smell, compliment factor, 9 out of 10. Great scent. It gets compliments. Seasons, fall, winter, spring, a summer night. Perfect. This is an underrated scent. It is a lavender balm that may be too linear for some people. It has great versatility. Overall, I'm going to give this one 9 bottles out of 10. Again, I can't say it enough, an underrated scent.